How's it going? I'm Hellhound, and I guess I'll have time to do a movie review real quick. I was thinking about reviewing something really good, like New York Ripper, or Intruder, or maybe Blood Feast. But then I thought about it. I was like, you know, it seems like I always review a movie that I really, really like. Maybe for a change, I'll review one that's not so good. One that I don't like so much. You know, one that kind of sucks. You know. So, thought about it, and I came to the conclusion that I should go ahead and tackle Cheerleader Camp. That's right, Cheerleader Camp. From 1988. Now, obviously, I love B movies, especially slasher films that came out in the 80s. You know, and this one seems like it would be really good. It seems like it'd be right up my alley. But honestly, aside from having an awesome cover, you know, some great poster artwork there, same as the VHS, this one is definitely one of the weakest. Oh god, yeah. Also known as Bloody Pom Poms. Cheerleader Camp came out in 1988 and stars Betsy Russell and Leif Garrett. Yes, Leif Garrett is in this movie. Isn't that weird? Give me a B. Give me an O. Give me an R, E, D. This movie is just boring. There's just like so much filler. It takes forever to get going. It takes forever for something to actually happen. You know, and I know that there are probably fans out there saying, what are you talking about? This is a great horror flick. You know, and maybe just because the last time I watched it, I wasn't in the mood for this sort of thing. I don't know. But I still think this definitely isn't one of the better slashers. I would say stick to something like Terror Train or The Prowler, you know, or something like that. You know, a better slasher film. This one just, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it fits the standard formula. You know, I love slashers that take place at some kind of camp, you know, summer camp. You know, some killers killing off cheerleaders. I mean, it seems like it'd be something I'd really enjoy. But this one isn't really even good in a so bad it's good type of way. I mean, I love bad movies, as I said. I love cheesiness. I love crap. But this one isn't good crap. You know, and if you like it, you know, to each their own. But honestly, I don't really find anything much enjoyable here. I'll give you some advice, though. If Freddy Krueger is stalking you in your dreams, yeah, if you're trying to avoid being killed by Freddy, and you're trying really hard to stay awake, don't watch this movie. But yeah, this will put your ass to sleep, and Freddy will fucking mangle you. So don't do that. So there, important safety tip. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, some people probably like this film. Some people say, oh yeah, it fits right in with all the other cheesy 80s slashers, but I don't think so. I think it was really obvious who the killer was going to be. I think it was really derivative, really generic, by the numbers. I know a lot of the best ones are, you know, we're not talking about like The Godfather here, you know, these movies aren't supposed to be good, but like, I don't know, I just don't think you can find this one entertaining. Most of the acting is really bad, aside from like, you know, Betsy Russell, Leif Garrett, even Lucinda Dickey, yeah, a lot of it's really bad. Even Buck Flower is in this movie, yeah, genre favorite Buck Flower, and even he's not enough to save this mess, honestly. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I will say that his scenes are pretty enjoyable, though. Oh my god, though. Okay, well, the plot is... Okay, I didn't tell you the storyline yet. Allison is attending a cheerleader camp. Sure enough, a cheerleader camp. Friends start dying. She starts to believe that it's actually her doing the killing. She thinks that maybe she has a split personality. It's offing all her friends. Even her boyfriend's there at the camp. He, you know, followed her there. He's kind of, you know, stalking her, but he seems to be interested in the other girls more than her. Yeah, it's, you know, another subplot going on. It's kind of more unnecessary filler. So she thinks she's the one killing these people. She even has dreams about it. You know, she dreams that she has razor blades in her pom-poms and she's like slicing people up. You know, pretty interesting actually. It kind of reminds me of Happy Birthday to Me, which just kind of had a similar premise. You know, the lead girl thought that she was the one doing the killings. Well, it turns out there's a twist, obviously. I guess I won't give it away, just in case you want to sit through this thing. But I thought it was really obvious who the killer was going to be, honestly. I thought several scenes gave it away and made it abundantly clear. So, unless you're a moron, I think you'll probably figure it out too. Does this movie have anything going for it? Well, as I said, aside from some of the acting, which is okay, I guess a little better than to be expected. So, I'll give it that. Also, the token fat guy who usually really gets on my nerves in these type of films is pretty funny here. Here's a scene where he dresses in drag and spies on the girls when they're like, sunbathing. Some of them are like, he's kind of skinny dipping and stuff. And there's even a scene where he raps with another one of the counselors, I guess. So yeah, there's some pretty funny scenes, some kind of cool scenery, some cool atmosphere. As I said, this isn't a summer camp. And there's also some pretty good kills. I'll give it that. The garden shears through the back of her skull and comes out of her mouth. That was a good one. You also see the fat guy he's sliced across the stomach and gutted, blood coming out of his mouth, everything. So some pretty cool kills. That's why you watch these movies. Usually when you watch this type of film, you're expecting some good kills, some good violence, some gratuitous nudity, some really bad acting. And I guess this film delivers all that, you could say. But I don't know. I just feel like it could have been done better. This just isn't one of the better. I've just seen so many of these movies that some of them have to be bad. Some of them I have to give a low rating. I can't just like them all. And maybe I'm being too hard on this film. I don't know. As I said, the last time I watched it, I wasn't really in the mood for that sort of thing. I don't know. But I feel like the first time I saw it, I was really expecting something great, like Sleepaway Camp or The Burning, something like that. I guess maybe I got my hopes up a little too much. Maybe my expectations were a little too high. I don't know. But I don't know. I just feel like this one could have been a lot better. The premise was pretty generic. I don't know. It just wasn't really. It didn't really have much to offer. Basically, it didn't do anything that another slasher film has done way better. Like it's already been done to death. This was 1988. It was the late 80s. It was already the slasher format was already kind of on its way out. This one does fit the standard formula, as I said, but it just I don't know. I think it could have been done a lot better. But as I said, it does have some strong points. I don't recommend it by any means, but if you want to see it, do know that there are a few things that you will most likely find enjoyable, as I did. As I said, the fat guy was funny. Some great kills. Some okay acting from most of the leads. Buck Flower. But overall, I'm glad to give this one a thumbs down. I really expected better. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe someday, I'll rewatch it again and I'll say, oh yeah, I was a little too judgmental. It's too critical. It's not all bad, but I don't know. The artwork for the movie is way better than the film itself, so it's not a good sign. All right, so that's Cheerleader Camp from 1988, and directed by John Quinn. Anything else I'd like to add? Not really. I'd say avoid this movie. Watch Blood Feast instead. Yeah, that's right. Blood Feast. Now this is a really good movie. Yeah, I highly recommend that one. There's also a sequel that came out. This one of course was part of the Something Weird video series on DVD. And it had a sequel that came out like in the early 2000s. This is one of the classics. Directed by Herschel Gordon Lewis. Check this film out. Maybe I'll give this a review soon and tell you all my thoughts on this awesome cult classic. This is a good movie. This is crap. Alright guys, well, I'm Hellhound and I'm going to do some reading. So I hope you enjoyed this movie review, and until next time, keep it horror. Alright, later.